Okay, so you already saw that all of my very careful, beautiful weight painting that I did for the jaw has been destroyed by the influences that I've already added. So let's go ahead and try adding all of these lip joints in, and we'll just feel really happy that we don't have to do anything with the upper part of the head. That's all looking really pretty good. I'm happy about it. So I'm just grabbing all these little tiny joints, and let's go ahead, add that influence, and let's see if that helped at all. Ooh, it looks almost exactly like the original weight painting that I did. I mean, it's a little better than the basic default weights, but it's not much better. So we're going to go through the same process. I'm just going to take the jaw joint, press S, maybe come over here to frame 3, and let's just drop that down. And here we are, here we go again. I'm going to turn off the skeleton layer, and that is going to remove all of those joints from my display screen. I'm just going to take this vertex right here and shift period and grow that selection. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I know that you've all had questions about how to remove influence before, and sadly that is exactly what we're going to do here. So as I go through here, this area, I'm seeing influence from the face tentacles. I know I don't want them. So let's just grab all of these tentacle columns and zero them out. And here are more tentacles, so let's zero them out too. And now I'm seeing my lower lip. I just want the upper lip. But I'm just going to move out and move back in because I was not seeing any of my influence objects, and sometimes the component editor gets distracted and doesn't show them to you. So now I can see my influences, and that's really good. So I only want this area to be influenced by the upper lip joints. The upper lip influence. So these are lower lip influences. And let's head on down to the bottom, grab all these columns and zero them out. Now keep an eye on that because sometimes as you remove weight, Maya puts it back in the columns that it had previously removed the weight from. So just in the back of your head, keep a running list of the things that you have already removed. Here's the jowl. I don't particularly want the jowl influencing that area. We're going to go pretty slow through this. Good, I've still got my upper lip influence going on. I don't really want the nose influencing these vertices, so let's take that and zero that out. Still says upper lip at the beginning, that's great. Let's take out the nostril. Okay, upper lip. Look, the nose came back. See, that's going to happen. Removing weight is so much harder than adding weight. So let's just go along. Here's the lower lip joint. Let's remove the lower lip joint. We'll come back to the nose in a second. And look, now the lower lip came back, and sometimes you just have to fight with it a little bit. Okay, now we've got upper lip, jowl, nose, nostril. It's right back to where it started. Ah, so much fun. This is also why you definitely don't want to do this with the Paint Skin Weights tool, because the Paint Skin Weights tool won't even show you that it's doing this. So you're just going to keep fighting. Sometimes it also helps to have a smaller selection when you start, because this is just too much information for not enough vertices. Too many vertices for not enough information. So with just these selected, I can see I've got the left lower lip. Let's zero that out. Here's the left upper lip, that's good. That's the lower lip joint, we don't want that. And there are, these all say upper, so these few vertices here should be fine. So we'll do the same thing with this one. Just grab that, and now up here, upper, lower, lower, upper, 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 upper. That should be fine too. And now it does look more or less like my mouth is opening correctly. So yeah, removing influence is no fun, and sometimes you just have to fight a little bit. Let's see if I can get this lower lip thing to work. I think I've gone too far. Let's just take these two and grow that selection one time and see if I can get just this to work. So lower is good. This is the lower lip. Here's an upper one. Let's remove that. Lower lip, good. Lower lip, lower lip. Here's an upper. Let's remove that. And now this should work. Okay, let's drop my component editor down. That looks pretty clean. Okay, that was not so bad. So this is a pain. This is absolutely a pain, but it is going to help you to have a good base weight paint, because that way you'll be removing fewer influences. Let me delete this keyframe. Let me delete this keyframe. It'll give you fewer influences to deal with. You will just have to deal with the area that you want, and honestly, because you're adding so many joints, the area of influence that each one has should be fairly minimal. So try to paint just a few vertices at a time, and just keep reminding yourself that removing weight is considerably harder than adding weight. Okay, good luck. That was my video on removing weights.